Listen to my words carefully until the very end, because these words are coming from your future self. I am you, just 66 years older. I am 80 years old now. My hair has turned white. My hands move slower than they once did. And when I walk, I take my time, but inside my heart, you are still there. And if I could send one letter back through time to the 14-year-old girl sitting quietly in her room, this is what I would say. Little Elizabeth, right now, you are 14 years old. Sometimes you sit in your room and stare at the mirror longer than you used to. You tilt your head slightly, wondering, is my nose too big? Does my hair look strange? Why don't I look like the girls in magazines? At school, you compare yourself to other girls, the confident ones, the popular ones, the girls who walk through the hallway like they already know exactly who they are. And sometimes, quietly, you ask yourself a question. Am I enough? I know you do, because I was you. And the first thing I want you to know is this. You are not as small as you think you are. When you sit quietly in class, when you lower your voice so nobody notices you, when you feel invisible in a crowded room, you are still enough. The world is loud, Elizabeth. It rewards the people who shout the most. But quiet strength, quiet kindness, quiet loyalty, those things are rare. And one day you will realize that the quiet girl in the corner was never weak. She was simply observing the world more deeply than everyone else. Young Elizabeth, you think about love a lot. Romantic movies, beautiful weddings, perfect endings. The music rises, the man says the perfect words, and everything feels magical. You imagine a love story where every day feels exciting. But let me tell you something no movie ever explains. Love is not butterflies. Butterflies are easy. They come quickly and disappear just as fast. Real love is a decision, a quiet decision you make every day, even on the days when you do not feel like it. One day you will meet a man. He will not look like the men in romantic movies. He will not recite poetry. He will not always say the perfect words, and sometimes he will forget important dates. But he will be steady, and steady love survives storms. There will come a moment when you understand something important. Peace is more valuable than passion. Passion burns bright, but peace builds a life. Young Elizabeth, there will come a time when you slowly begin to lose yourself. You will become a wife, then a mother, and without even noticing it, your days will begin to revolve around everyone else's needs. Meals to prepare, clothes to wash, problems to solve. Someone always needing something from you, and you will give, because giving is what your heart naturally does. But many years later, you will stand in front of the mirror again, just like you do now. Except this time, you will ask a different question. Where did I go? Remember this carefully. Losing yourself is not love. Keeping yourself is wisdom. You are allowed to care for others without disappearing. You are allowed to keep dreams that belong only to you. When I was young, I stayed quiet too often. I swallowed my feelings to keep the peace, but peace does not always come from silence. Sometimes peace begins when someone finally speaks. Softly, clearly, honestly. Do not lose your voice, Elizabeth. The world already has too many silent women. Young Elizabeth, let's talk about something you will worry about for many years: security. When you're young, you will believe safety comes from money, a stable job, a comfortable house, a predictable life. But life teaches deeper lessons. Real safety does not come from money. Real safety comes from respect, from someone who listens when you speak, from someone who sees you clearly, from someone who values the quiet sacrifices you make every day. Because one day your children will grow up. They will leave the house, and the noise that once filled every room will slowly disappear. The house will become quiet, very quiet, and you will once again be alone with yourself. If you have lived only for others, that silence will feel heavy. So promise me something. Keep something in your life that belongs only to you. Friends, interests, curiosities, things that keep your heart alive. Young Elizabeth, there is something else you must remember. Your health. When you are young, your body feels strong and endless. You believe you will always have time. You stay awake late. You work too much. You ignore the small signals your body sends you. I did the same. I often told myself, there is still time. But one day the body begins to speak louder. The knees begin to ache. The back gets tired faster. The eyes need glasses you once thought you would never wear. And then you understand something important. Money can be earned again. Success can return. But health, once lost, is much harder to recover. So take care of your body. It is the only home you will live in your entire life. Walk more. Rest when you need to. Sleep enough. And protect your peace. Because sometimes the thing that makes people sick is not only the body, but a tired soul. Stress, worry, and constant pressure slowly wear a person down. So learn not only how to work, learn how to breathe. Sometimes walk slowly. Sometimes look at the sky. Sometimes sit quietly and do nothing. One day, when you are 80 years old, you will thank yourself for taking care of the body that carried you through life. Young Elizabeth, there will come a day when you notice you are getting older, wrinkles near your eyes, slower steps, glasses you never needed before. Do not be afraid. Youth is beautiful, but aging is deep. When I look in the mirror now, I do not see wrinkles. I see history. I see laughter from raising children. I see strength from surviving difficult years. I see a life that was not perfect, but was truly lived. Some nights you will wonder if you made the right choices. You will quietly ask yourself, what if I had chosen differently? Do not be ashamed of that thought. Everyone asks that question. What matters is the direction you walk afterward, toward regret or toward gratitude. I made many mistakes. Sometimes I spoke too sharply. Sometimes I stayed silent when I should have spoken. Sometimes I made myself smaller than I needed to be. But life teaches slowly, and eventually I learned this. If you do not value yourself, no one else can fully value you either. You do not have to be perfect to be loved. You do not have to shrink yourself to belong. The right people will love you exactly as you are. I am 80 years old now, and when I look back, I do not see perfection. I see courage. I see forgiveness. I see thousands of small choices that slowly built a meaningful life. And if life began again, I would still choose to be that unsure, hopeful 14-year-old girl. Because she became me. You are stronger than you think. You are enough. And your greatest beauty will never be your face. It will be your loyalty. With love, your older self